What they're trying to talk about, a few news stories in Cavan, two in particular. I just kind of want to mention them and talk about it. I said do two in one. So I mentioned about Abbey Street and the 14 million euro allocated by the government to do up the old Abbey in Cavan. The old Abbey Tower and the ground, so rather than to do footpath up and everything, they do it up, and it's going to be a good bit of fun. It's going to be great when it's done up. Well, there was bones found. This is a very old abbey area, but it was found by archaeologists. As I said, 40 million allocated. So it was found between West Streets, so between Abbey Street and Bridge Street in Cavan Town. So it's not recent. Like again, it's from the 18th century, so a long time ago. So it's a huge. It's a kind of a bit of a skeleton. And it's a huge find too, because we could find a few more, and that's what we think. We could find a few more bones and things like that, and we could find artifacts that we didn't even know they were there, or pottery, things like that could be great to have on display. We could find something because again, this is an old area, and it probably would have been used as a burial. So that is significant, of a find. And I kind of just too, when I'm just here, I want to talk about the COVID testing centre, which started from Friday as we speak now. It's still going to Monday. And it's in the swimming pool, the Cavan Swimming Complex up in Cavan Town, up in Drummondley in County Cavan. Now, I didn't really think at the time, I'll be honest with you, that I didn't think a lot of people were saying it was necessary and etc, etc, etc. But I have to say, I didn't think it was necessary. To have a COVID testing centre in Cavan. I didn't think a rapid COVID testing centre. For the people with no symptoms, I didn't think there was much need to have it. And I must be honest with you, to be totally honest with you, I didn't think there was any need, because there's people being tested already, so there's not much need to have one with no symptoms. If you have no symptoms, I don't see the need why you would go in to a testing centre. Might totally be honest with you, I question that. With many people, I didn't see the need to have it. It'd be different if people had symptoms or anything like that, but people with no symptoms to go and have an appointment. As I said, I didn't think there was any need. I didn't think there was need for it unless people had symptoms. Then there was need, because obviously they can cope with it in Balliol and things like that. They're not overwhelmed with testing and things like that. So there was no need really, as far as I'm aware, to have the one in Cavan Town. And I know a lot of people disagreed with me a lot, very vigorously on that. But I didn't see the need, I'm being totally honest with you. But yeah, I just thought to talk about them two topics. So I keep you updated with the Abbey because I'm very interested by that one. Because there could be more bones there could be artifacts there could be God knows what there. It could be very historical artifacts that we might not have noticed. So it'd be good to see what happens, and it'd be good history to. Be good to see what we uncover, because again, there's so much things in the ground that have a huge historical value to every county in this country, to our history too, and it's great to find them, and it's great to put them in a museum and to look at what we came from, what was in the past. It's good, like in James stuff at the museum, Cavan County Museum. There's a lot of historical items there, from the O'Reillys, the time the O'Reillys ruled over Cavan. From Lochhuta Castle, there's artifacts there, the swords, old swords, and things like that. It's great to see. It's great to see that they still survive, and they're still going. If that was nowadays, technology nowadays, like take for example, if we buried, like I don't know, if we buried some kind of thing from nowadays, a pot from nowadays, take for example, a flower pot, it probably wouldn't be able to be found in 200 years. Like this bone, for these skeletons, one skeleton is from the 18th century. So again, not bones, but the artifacts. There could be things there that belong to the person. But yeah, we see what happens. So I just wanted to talk about that. I felt like talking about it. So yeah, there you are. Thank you for watching.